I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I have traveled the world over, but never found the peace that comes from watching my fishes as they swim about their home. My heart is happy and I am content to sit and watch them swim. I will not be alone while these fishies are in my home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home.
All right, all right, all right. Hello, everybody. How in the world are you? Nice to be here one more time. You and me and Dina, and whoever else cares to join us, we're just going to have fun.
Sounds like a
For the
plan.
next 2 hours, we're going to have fun. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Dina,
Hey, how's it going?
good, good. How are you?
Doing good.
Oh, mercy. I do not have a thought in my brain. Not
I
a
feel
thought.
you, man.
Not a thought
With
in
me
my
last
brain.
week.
In fact, so much so, a young man and his father just came to the door about 5 minutes ago, and I told him I couldn't spend time with him because I was going live.
Mm-hmm.
And then after they left, it made me realize it would have been absolutely wonderful to bring them in and to give you all a chance to meet this 12-year-old boy who knows more about fish probably than 99% of the people out there. I
Wow.
invited him to come in and look at my new fish.
Mm-hmm.
You want to see my new fish? I
Oh
don't know,
yeah.
I don't know if we're going to see it because maybe at the wrong end of the tent. Oh, tell you what,
I hope so. This fish is so cool.
see if I can scare it down the other end here. One down the other end. He ain't going to cooperate. Oh, come on. Move, fish.
This is one of the coolest fish I have ever seen.
There it comes. Come on. Now he's going to hide up there. There we go.
Hopefully he'll come out.
We
There
got
he
him
is.
now. We got him now. Gymnarchus melodicus. It's a Nile River fish. They grow to about 4 foot. He's about 12 inches. Going
Wow.
up for a bubble of air. He's an air breather. Has no eyes. He operates by sonar. He's from the Nile River, which is a mud river. There's no visibility in the Nile. He has a dorsal fin that runs the entire length of his body. So when he swims, it looks like a ribbon furling. Look at that.
That is
See
amazing.
that? Is that cool or what?
Yeah, it is.
Very, very neat fish. Extremely sensitive to any kind of vibration.
I
I've
think
had
that's
a
just
few of them.
amazing.
I had one for about 3 years, and it grew to about that length. So I don't think I've ever had one bigger than that. So I'm excited about having them and
Mhm.
see if we can get them to get bigger.
That is an exciting fish. I never knew
Yeah.
fish had sonar the way bats do. That is just so.
Well, it's a fish that it has to be kept by itself.
Mhm.
Um, it it does not play well with others.
Mhm.
It's a predator and a major predator.
Yeah.
In its native environment, it will take a bite out of anything it gets close to.
Whoa. Including people?
Well, it'll bite. It doesn't have teeth, I don't think, but it does
That's
have
good.
a hard ridge. It'll grab a fish and shake it if it's too big until it tears it in half.
Wow.
A male Dumbo halfman. What is that? Talking about that is.
Mhm.
Ah, so Joey's a quarter of a way through the ebook.
Hey, that's good.
Cornwall is here. Let's see. Can better stay with shrimp. Well, they're going to eat whatever they can manage in their mouths. I mean, baby shrimp are a natural food for a betta. It's a basically macrofauna. Um, an adult shrimp that sheds is soft, and if the betta is alerted to it, he'll bite it and be able to keep it from escaping. It'll be too soft to move out of the way. Who's this? New Hampshire girl saying, "Love the new aquarium guide." Yeah, the new book. I think what we're going to discover is that its strength is as a research tool, which means as an ebook, it has really more value than than it would as a printed book
Mhm.
because it contains links, which you can
Yes.
do, of course, with a printed book. I mean, you can type them out, but
Mhm.
with the ebook, you just press a button and it goes to supportive articles or whatever or other parts of the book. It really links the entire web.
It does.
That's really what it's been designed to do. And I think my notion is to expand on that and make it a more and more effective tool for the natural aquarium to give people a kind of tool that'll be able to get all of the research as it's available, to link to anything else that's valuable in terms of whatever the specifics are that you're concerned about and looking at. It's a broad enough field of interest, I think, to warrant having that kind of resource. What we discovered in writing the book is that we could not include everything, and we were adding sections and chapters up until the last minute.
Yeah.
And part of the reason for that is there's so much research that's going on right now in the field of um, uh, organic gardening, organic farming, and for that matter, organic aquatics. That there's this new research and new things being tried on a regular basis, just a continuing basis. So you really can't include everything in a print book, but we can as a research tool. So we're going to be looking at a couple of different things, um, looking at doing it as a Web3 tool, which really meets a lot of the requirements of Web3, which is for it to be substantially more uh, run by users, user friendly, um, much less controlled by big tech.
Mhm.
That's probably the single worst problem that we have, particularly in any kind of niche interest. Certainly fish, but anything. I mean, knitting, cooking, perhaps less so cooking, but any hobby, coin collecting, any kind of hobby suffers in in these megalithic structures like YouTube
Mhm.
because the algorithm does not respect the integrity of people with niche interests. It
Mhm.
doesn't exist for that purpose. It exists to generate activity and to generate wealth to those who own it. And so it's always going to be looking for the 10 million people who will watch a video rather than the 5,000 or 10,000 that will watch a video. It has no interest in supporting the small player.
Mhm.
And that's, you know, that's not to condemn at all. That simply is the nature of the tool. So the function of Web3 is to get beyond that and to get to the place where the creators, you and me and all the rest of
Mhm.
us, are controlling what is being what is being put on the web.
That'll
And
be
there's a
nice.
lot of ways we can do that. We're the people who are committed to this are just scratching the surface of making it happen. But there's some big names who are doing it.
Wow.
Dog in Exile, if any of you know anything about Dog in Exile, that's
Mm-mm.
what he did when he got shut down on YouTube. He moved to Web3 and was able to actually generate enough money to to keep his income up.
Wow.
I'll tell you somebody else who did it is Melania Trump.
Mhm.
Melania Trump started a, uh, a fundraiser program for orphaned children, and a program that would provide educational opportunity
That's
primarily
nice.
for orphan children. So this was older children primarily to get them into good high schools and into college. She started that just as they were leaving. She started it with by selling Christmas ornaments from the White House trees, and then continued it as a Web3 project, which was able to generate through Bitcoin and other electronic um, economies enough
Mhm.
money to expand that program. I don't know how many children are in it now. It's a few thousand
That's
that
good.
that she's supporting, and it's something. it's something that the media doesn't want to talk about because it is anti-media. It's anti-monolith, if you will. It it is it is the alternative to the few people running everything.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, we're going to look at that and see if there's a way that we can capitalize on that and try to lead the way for others to be able to do the same. So that's part of what we're all about here. But the book is the ebook is in keeping with that because its value is as a tool for the hobbyist to be able to get on there, to be able to research, to be able to meet people, to be able to learn how to do things and how to learn how to learn really, to learn
Right.
what's going on, who's doing what, and to be able to go in depth with whatever it is you're looking at. The importance of that was brought most clearly to me most recently with the recognition of the importance of detritus in the fish tank. And it grew out of some research I was doing on terra preta,
Mhm.
which made the point that the value of terra preta is its organic significance. It creates organic soil, which is different from mineral soil.
Mm-hmm.
Mineral soil takes hundreds, if not thousands, of years to break down enough to release the nutrients that the plants need. But organic soil is instantly available. And that's the power of terra preta. It's organic soil. It's soil that contains a rich bacterial foundation that immediately moves into and begins enriching um, any kind of any kind of bakelite, any kind of soil, any kind of mineralized soil, and make it very rich very quickly. Jacob is here. Shall we say hello to
Sounds
Jacob?
good.
Hi, Jacob.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good.
Good
So
to
it's
hear.
uh it's, it's doing really, really well. So I'm gonna
I
take this and
know.
show you some some of what the plants are doing here because it's actually doing extremely
Got a
well.
lot of
It's
floaters working, I
back and
think.
look back and seen when I put this together, and it's actually been about 6 months that it's actually been up.
Right.
But I'm actually getting the growth from everything. Everything's
Certainly are.
Looks
it's
good.
all coming up.
How about that?
That is beautiful.
Pretty exciting stuff, Jacob.
And then
Yeah,
if
it
you
is.
look closely, you can actually see the little jumpers.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got
There-
actually a whole bunch of them. I've seen also that on the side here. Oh, see, look, they think I'm gonna feed. See, that's a response you want to see at all times. Look at that. That's amazing.
They are beautiful.
Nice looking tank of fish, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. I'm actually really amazed at how well this came out. I mean, this jungle vow is just going crazy now.
Oh, it will too. It'll
Mm-hmm.
form a forest.
Yeah, I
But
can't wait until mine starts taking off. I love the forest look.
I know, and then if you step back, I love how it comes up and it
Oh
like
yeah.
waves itself.
Canopies, right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I went back and looked at everything and this growth of jungle vow. is actually only about 2.5 months, which is actually really crazy because I could never get plants, even the Sagittarius. I could never get it to go above the sponge filter ever.
Right, right. Yeah, it's amazing. I've got 10-gallon tanks that have been set up for uh, 8 to 10 weeks, and they are thick with plants in that short a period of time.
I went down and seen my best friend the other day, and his friend just lost his. I think he had a few goldfish or something in a 20 long, and I told him, he asked him if I could come down and look at it, and I looked at it, and the whole tank is actually completely like 100% artificial.
Ah,
Mm.
So right there was a main reason why everything was not functioning right, because it just
right, right,
generated biological load that wasn't being filtered. It just was being filtered through everywhere where it needed to be maintained, and it wasn't. It
right,
was in a
right.
bad area. So I showed him my tank, not in person. I'd really like to show it to him in person. One day he'll see it, but I'm going to show him because he's about 13, 14, and um he has the knowledge that, I really strongly believe that, I know he can achieve it, and I'm going to show him some resources on how to do this,
You
and then
betcha.
I'm going to me and him go out, and we're going to go do this hands on, and I'll be
Nice,
there right guiding him step by step to make sure he
nice.
does it right, and then I'm going to show him the exact effect of what's going to happen, of what you've seen happen in the old tank, and now you're going to see what's really going to happen, because he's not going to have the same results. He's going to be more
Yeah,
happy out watching his tank.
very cool, Jacob. Very cool. That's
And then
Yeah,
wonderful.
it is.
Matthew Plowden just came in. Let's go.
and then
Let's go talk to Matthew.
Mhm.
Jacob, thank you. That was
Yeah,
wonderful.
thank
And
you.
and
we
then
want to,
on
yeah, let's get a report on this kid.
Hmm.
and then on my thing I've got um 2,231 views on mine, and then
Wow.
Morgan
That's
has
awesome.
2,193, and altogether I have 4,424 reviews,
Well, all
almost
right.
5,000.
That's
Fabulous.
awesome.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Well, thank
congratulations.
that, that's from you, honestly. I
Well,
wouldn't be here with that
yeah.
help that given out, so
Love what
freely.
you're doing, Jacob. Thank you.
Hmm.
We love what you do, we really thank you.
Take care. Bye for now. See you
Thank
soon.
you.
Bye.
Matthew Plowden.
Hi
Yeah.
guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Well, good
How are you,
evening to
Matt?
y'all.
Good
I
evening.
said good evening to y'all.
Hello,
Um,
hello. Good to see you.
just showing my tank to you. It's coming along pretty good. The fish
Yeah, it
seem
is.
happy, so yeah. I guess I'm happy if they happy.
Hey, that's
Yeah, well,
it.
that's right. That's right.
Uh,
Yeah, it's
I did
looking
those.
good.
I
Yeah.
got some floating plants. I'm broke these days, so I live near the Santee Cooper Lake, so Lake Marion in South Carolina, and I
Hmm.
went down there and grabbed me up a handful of floating plants.
Oh, that's
I'm
Hey,
not
that
perfect.
sure.
works.
You might could tell me what they are. I think they some kind of salvinia, or
Hmm.
I don't know.
We can make you
Can
Yeah,
you
one,
see
Jacob.
them kind of? They got like a little cup leaf on them,
I
kind of
think it's
almost.
frog's bit.
Yeah, and they got.
Looks
You
like
see
might
the
be
root,
frog's bit. Yeah, I
uh,
like it. Yeah.
Hmm.
but I don't guess it's cool. The light's still getting through there pretty good though.
Yeah, it'll
Hmm.
be fine. Looks good. Looks
I
good.
did. I got that one snail. He's been sitting there for 3 days.
Oh,
Uh
wow.
But I heard that they'll do that when they transported.
Hmm.
It
Yeah, well,
might sit like that for 4 or 5 days, and all of a sudden you'll see them and they're moving around.
that's right.
Hmm.
So, but anyways, and I got some shrimp,
Oh,
my
cool.
little tank over here. And I got five. You told me to get five. There's one of them right there. I don't know if y'all could see him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He's a
we can
little
see him.
red.
It's adorable.
yeah, Nice.
little cherry shrimp, but I think the other one's a cherry shrimp. They're just not big enough to have any color to them right now.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
just giving you a little update. That's all.
Appreciate it. Got your
It's
fish room in the kitchen. That's a good
love it.
place for it.
Well,
Yeah.
I live in a mobile home, so I got a room in the back, but it's the two bedrooms back there. Are actually, like, one's a tool room and the other one's like a storage room. So
Mhm.
I got to clean one of them out.
Well, you want to live with it, so it's a good place for it.
I got a good resurrection jar now. I remember the
All
one was
right.
getting cloudy. The first one I did, I had too much gunk in it, but
Yeah.
it's a small jar, but I can already see the look like little moving hairs in there.
Oh, that's
Nice.
good.
Little worms, I guess, of some type.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's right.
But
Sounds good.
anyways, just wanted to give you a check in. That's all.
Well, thank you. Nice to hear from you.
Yeah,
Good
it
to hear
is.
from y'all too.
Like what you're doing.
Thank you,
Same here.
sir. Bye bye.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Let's see. Who's here? Darbwire's here. Hey, Darbwire.
Howdy.
How are you?
Good. I just wanted to show off my first Father Fish tank. It's about 15 months old now.
Nice.
Some of the plants are original,
Okay.
like that lace plant back in the back.
Mhm.
Yes.
I took the opportunity to take a aged tank and kind of add some different plants on it that I thought would be
Uh-huh.
more than stem plants. So I put
Trying
some,
to plant it out. Right.
yeah, dwarf hair grass down there, hoping
Right.
that all will feed off of that. And
Little Chinese
Right.
algae. Is that a ram?
yeah, a little ram.
Yeah.
So yeah, these tetras have been in here
Some
since
neons.
yeah, a couple of female guppies that are lonely.
Guppy or two. Yeah.
Yeah, and then like in the back there from Petco, it's still on the ring, but hopefully part that out at
Oh,
some
the
point.
plant. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the plant. It's like
Nice.
I forget what it was. I wanted to ask you about this plant here. So this is not jungle val. It's been in this tank this whole time, and that's as tall as it's
Yeah.
grown.
No, it's not jungle bell. It's probably dwarf sag.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what it
because
looks
it's
like.
migrated back there a little bit, but it hasn't really. It's pretty much stayed in the same place. It hasn't really branched out like it's starting to back there, but
It
it's
looks
kind of
like
just
it
going
will.
back and forth.
Yeah, it will. It's definitely growing in there. Sometimes plants take a long time to develop their root system, but once they do, then they just kind of jump up
And
everywhere.
you had talked about not trimming jungle val, but can I trim this sag?
You can. It's kind of the same problem when you cut one of those leaves, then the leaf dies.
Gotcha.
So it's best not to.
Gotcha. So
Stem plants you can trim
yeah.
because they have nodes on them. The stem grows the leaves. There's no stem as such on these plants. Everything is leaf. So when you cut a leaf, you've effectively killed that leaf.
Gotcha. So it's not like the hair grass where you trim it to make it grow more.
Right. That'll
Hey.
that'll send up more leaves.
All right. How does? Yeah. All right.
Anubias looks good though.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got these from PetSmart. They price matched their online, so they were like $3.99 each. So glued
Nice.
into some rocks and threw them in there.
Yeah.
Hopefully I just put a bunch of them in there. I really like that plant.
I
And
love
got
how
a
your
stump on the
driftwood.
back. What's
I
that?
love the way that the driftwood looks like a stump. That is so cool.
Oh, yeah, that's like one of those solar or whatever wood things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nice.
Is there What kind of fish or bean could I put in here to get all that mulm off of those leaves? Because I think it's going to turn into
Probably, well,
algae.
you could get some autocinclus. That would be
Okay.
a good one. OTOCINCLUS. It's a
Yeah.
small
How many would you
alligator.
all take
2 or
like this?
3. They're
Okay.
pretty inexpensive. 2 or 3 of them would do the job.
Okay.
And they're real busy. They would stay active.
Okay. Yeah,
And
because everything needs to be kind of shuffled around on
the other thing you
on
could put in there is some shrimp. You don't have anything that would bother shrimp very
Yeah.
much.
I got some coolie loaches cruising around in here.
Well, I don't think they're. I don't know. That's interesting. I don't think they're going to bother the shrimp. I could be
Yeah,
wrong about that, but
I
I
don't think
just
they will either, because
I
I've
don't
got
know
coolie
for sure.
loaches.
Yeah, I don't have any in wood shrimp. I'll have to try that and see.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying now, and so far they haven't bothered my shrimp.
Hmm.
So far, I haven't had
I got
any
a
problems with it, but I do have a lot of small ram's horn snails, and they do like to bother those.
Right.
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
eat snails.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I got the graveyard of shells in here.
Me too.
All right. Right. Coolie food. Yeah, autocyclists would be good.
These lace plants, how do they propagate? Is there a way to like divide them, or how would you do that while they're still in the ground?
They're going to send out stems.
Oh, they do. So they're like a sword where you get a stem come
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
And you,
Right.
gotcha. Okay. Yeah,
Very good.
I got mulm all over everything, so I'm thinking I need to get a bigger sponge filter. I just got a tiny little corner one,
You could
or
add
maybe
a little more sand to it as well. Put another half-inch of sand in, and
what was
so that'll sift down into it better. The
just
sand
kind of
may be
spot.
too packed. The sand might be just too packed to be able to handle it. They may need to make it a little deeper.
What would that do for like the plants that are like the hair grass and stuff? They'll
Yeah,
just grow up.
well, do it a little bit at a time.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
You
And
know, maybe a quarter of an inch a week or something like that.
all right.
Looks like a little female ram.
Oh yeah.
I think so. It
Would
has
adding a
blue
male be
spots.
problematic?
Pardon?
Would adding a male be problematic?
Oh, it'll allow them to start spawning. It would be a very good thing to do.
All right. They all think they're getting fed.
Right. Huh.
All right, cool. Well, I'll get out of
Thank
your
you,
way
very
and
much. Happy to
appreciate
meet
it.
you. Thank you for coming out.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.
Bye for now. Matthew. Go back. Huh. Thank you, Matthew.
Yeah,
Thank you very much for your donation. Appreciate it very much. Oh, Paul Cohen. Oh dear. Oh wow.
Oh no.
Wow. You need to get over on the shoal so we can take a look at what's going on. My immediate reaction is for you to add an inch of sand. Just get some sand in that tank right away. It's obvious that something is amiss.
Mm.
Something is wrong, and generally, whatever goes wrong is fixable with more sand. Do that, and do get on the shoal. It'll be a chance to show it off to some people, to have some folks take a look at your tank and see if they can figure out what's going on. It's the best way to get help
Yeah,
when
it
you're
is.
in that sounds like you're in a precarious position.
Mhm.
Now, again, let me mention something. I had a tank over the last couple of weeks, 60-gallon tank, started killing fish.
Hmm.
Um, and we tried putting more sand in. We tried doing major water changes, changing the fish population, adding more plants, tried a lot of different things, and nothing really helped. Fish continued to die. Not a lot of them, but like one or two a day. So I finally decided to give up on it, and we broke it down. What we discovered is that the soil in it was deeper than it should have been. Now, I didn't set this tank up. I had an employee, a young man, who said he knew what he was doing, that he had researched Father Fish and knew what he was doing. And he went through and he set up a group of tanks. And this was one of them he set up. And I did not supervise it nearly as carefully as I should have. The dirt was about 2 inches deep and the sand a little more than an inch. So that was problem number one. As we broke it down and we're pulling it out, what we discovered is that the soil, much of it, was not soaked through. It was not water soaked. It was crumbly. It was kind of dry. Not dry, but damp. Not soaked with, not like it was in water, like it was simply damp. What was happening is that it was rotting and it was releasing sulfuric acid
Oh no.
because it did not have the carbonates mixed in with it. He had not put the supplement in the soil. He just put that soil in there, and it became acidic. So there were a series of things that went wrong that were a function of not doing what we have very specifically and very carefully taught to do. I'm not aware of problems that occur when you follow the directions carefully. Adequate buffers is fundamental. There were no buffers in that. There was no supplement in it at all. It was purely peat moss, very little soil, and it looked like no black cow at all. Just mainly peat moss, which is itself acidic. And when you have an environment like that that becomes acidic in an anaerobic environment, it creates sulfur. It creates acid.
Hmm.
It becomes acidic, and it creates acid, and that fouls and kills everything in the tank. And that's what was happening. Wasn't happening instantly. Wasn't happening fast. Wasn't wiping everything out. But it was happening so consistently and persistently that the weaker of the animals that were put in there were dying. The plants were not doing well. Just a host of issues. There was no fixing it, and had to be broken down, torn apart, disposed of, and rebuilt, which we have done. So sometimes it's critical when you have a tank that's a killer tank that's just deadly, and you've done everything else you can do, and it's still giving you the same result. Tear it down, and start over. The prodigious is here.
Hey.
Hi,
Look
guys.
at that.
I love your
Hi.
stickers.
Thank you.
Wait.
I had to put them all together. um, I just wanted to show you guys, give you a real quick update. Because I was on Discord and I was asking about the plants because these ones are growing great right here,
Mm-hmm.
right? But those ones over there were having some trouble.
Mm.
The
So I was
semblance.
asking people
Yeah.
online, and they said, because I was gonna put CO2, and they said don't put it. They said just focus the light right here, and they'll keep growing. So I did, and it actually worked. My water cleared up too,
Oh, good.
like
Well, all
overnight.
right. Yes.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's
I
good
want to
news.
say thank you to you guys and to the Fish Fam on Discord because that really helped.
They're amazing, aren't they?
They
Yeah, they
are.
are.
And now all my plants look like they're thriving.
Yeah, they do.
Bravo. That's great.
I want you guys to see these two because they're never out.
Oh,
That's
cool.
the new Techo I got. And then right there, I don't know if you could see him, but the gobies right there next to
They are adorable.
him.
Love gobies.
I will say the plants kind of like, I don't want to say moved, but they like positioned themselves on their own.
Funny, isn't it? I know what you mean.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't put it like that, but it looks nice.
Well, they know where they want to be if they can reach it.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is the side shot of that same side of the tank.
Right.
It's looking good.
Thank you. The Father Fish method.
Mm-hmm.
I am gonna take this out eventually though, the filter, because it's, I don't know, I don't feel like it's working right.
Well, it's not doing a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A sponge filter would do more.
Yeah, it would.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm working on switching all my stuff over to sponge filters now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do
They're
that.
a lot easier to maintain. That's the reason I really like sponge filters. It's just easier.
Ooh. It's always nice to see this on camera.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all right, guys. I know you got more people on here, so I'll let you go.
Well, thanks for
Nice
coming
to
on.
have you stop in. Bye for
Thank
now.
you. Happy holidays, y'all.
Happy
Merry
holiday. Merry Christmas. Yeah, his tank actually it's coming along good. So glad the Discord shop was able to help him. I know they've helped me a lot. They're really a great resource. I'm going to put the link in the chat. If you're not in the Discord, Shaw, you definitely want to check it out. Let's see if we can find where Father Fish went. We lost him.
What's happening with Paul Cohen?
There we go. Actually, I'm not sure. Let's see.
Dana Coach.
Hey.
Coach. Hi,
Hi,
Dana.
Father Fish. How you doing?
How are you?
I'm doing great. Wanted to show you guys my crazy plants.
Oh, I love
my
it.
goodness. Oh, how nice.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep. I'm being blessed with some amazing plants. They all
Oh,
think they're going to get.
Definitely.
Look at that.
And
And
my,
a tank full of fish.
oh yeah. It's great.
Oh, that's
And
nice.
my beta, she's still in here doing great. So, I'm keeping a close watch, but it's been about 3 weeks. So I even have one baby that's growing out, little Mickey Mouse
Right.
plate.
Oh, yeah. How about that?
That is
And
awesome.
I just have my snail bowl.
I love that.
Right.
Bowl.
So this is about, I guess a little over. I have blueberry snails in there.
Nice.
I started with 10, but this is going on 3 weeks. I haven't touched it.
Mm-hmm.
No, nothing.
Looking.
No ammonia. No anything.
Nice.
Yep. So got all the leaves. I have a pond, so I just been putting leaves in there, and the shrimp. I don't know if you can see him there right now. He's actually,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
yeah, feeding right off of the
Look at that sitting
leaf.
on the leaf. Yeah,
I love
So,
your snail bowl.
cool.
oh, thanks. Yeah, me too. It's just amazing. I'm looking forward to just seeing what it does. And
Right.
yeah. So,
I
were
think I
you
know what my
guys?
next project will be. I'm gonna have to make a snail bowl.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Thank you.
And
Merry Christmas, Dana. Happy
absolutely
to see you.
happy fish keeping.
Thank you.
So,
You too.
You
Bye
okay.
for now.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Bye
too.
bye.
Bye.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Where's she? Where's she? Get her back. Oh,
Oops,
okay.
we lost her.
There's Damon. Damon Windry.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I finally figured this out. Okay.
All right.
Hey, that's awesome.
How you doing? All right. So here's my 75, and all of these plants, except for that sword, were from the store. I live right down the street. That one's I think it's like a year old. This tank's only about a year old. But all of the plants are doing well. This bulb back here, I put the bulb in, you slipped it in a plant bag, and it's actually sprouting pretty good.
Yeah.
But everything in here, this is a 75. Everything's doing pretty good.
Looks beautiful. I love your hardscape, the way you've got it all arranged. I love it.
Well, thank you. Because this piece of wood right here, I drove 2 hours, found it at a fish store, and I had to get it.
Wow.
But there's a pictus in there somewhere.
Yeah,
It was worth
that's
the
the way they are. Yeah, they're in there somewhere. It's the nature of a pictus.
Oh, cool.
Is that
There's
him?
3 of them in there.
Yeah, there's one of them. Yeah.
I love how that makes a cave.
Mm-hmm. Right here's another one that a pleco, I think, glare's pretty bad. There's a pleco right there. But
Oh, yeah.
here's I put 10 odos in here. There's a lot. There's coolie loaches everywhere.
Oh, great. Yeah.
But yeah, this is mainly just a Tetra tank. I seen you had some Colombians at the store, and I was thinking about getting a couple more, but I think I'm pretty fully stocked on this tank. I don't know how many Tetras in here, but
It looks nice. You could do more.
yeah, I'm definitely
It's not overcrowded. The thing about Tetras is the more of them you have, the more they school. So, I do have a bunch of little tiny ones that just came in.
Well, you see this little Harlequin?
Yeah.
There? This,
right.
Where's he at? There's a big Harlequin right there.
Yeah.
He's been in there for a while, and I took him out of my wife's tank, and then I figured I'd get him some buddies, and he just schools with the red eye.
Laura. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm having trouble finding them. Those and green barbs. I'm going to try again this week, see if I can get them both. They're both fish that are very desirable and for whatever reason are currently unavailable.
There's your I forget what I asked you what they were, but you see that little red eye hanging under there?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty neat. That plant is sprouted up dang near to the surface.
Bonavon Rio.
Mm-hmm. Oh. So I don't know if you're gonna be able to see them, but the cribs I got this weekend.
Yes.
They're in here, probably underneath here. This tank
probably spawning.
Yeah. Oh, the male was out last night, and
they were looking. Yeah. Nice.
She was.
You're going to have a bunch of babies in there pretty quick.
I hope so. She's been in here quite often. Is that one right? No, that's a snail.
Nice.
But it's just them in this tank. If I can get this light.
to not glare. But this is pretty much, I got everything from you the other day, except for this jungle valve. It's been in here for a while. It's only been set up probably a month.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah, it does.
It's another hardscape. This was something I tried, and then I just started putting stuff in there, and then I tried to super glue the wood down, and it started floating, so I just let it set alone.
It'll sink.
Mm-hmm. I love the look of the hardscape in this tank too.
It was a lot of work, and I try to get it to look like, I don't know, showy and whatnot, and then I just like the look of just natural, but the water was too black. The water was...
I know, it gets up, yeah. Too much
well.
All right, I got one more tank, then I'm done.
All right.
Yeah. This is all your methods. But this one, a little beta tank, see if I can get them to come. But it is, I had to trim, there he is.
Oh, he's cute.
Yeah, he was a Petco Cup beta, so I wanted to get him in something nice. But the plants are just taking over in this tank. So
yeah, it looks good though. That's great.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that bonsai tree I got from you.
Oh, cool. Right.
I really liked that. But he's got a bunch of mulm, and the snails have starting to breed in here. But yeah, they're just about taking over too. But
looking good, Damon.
Glad I finally figured this out. I appreciate it.
Well, likewise. Thank you.
All right. See you soon.
Love you. Bye for now.
Bye.
Nice.
Yeah, it is.
Mercy. Let's see. Paul is here. Let's see what Paul's up to. Dana just donated. Oh, she said, I can siphon now.
Right?
It's amazing, isn't it? When you finally figure out what it is it's supposed to do, then it becomes very simple. Too many people don't understand the nature of a siphon. So they get a mouthful of water, they get water all over the floor, it becomes a mess, they get disheartened and upset, they're spitting and cussing, and there's no reason for it.
Right.
Well, thank you, Dana. That's very kind of you. Let's see, Paul. Where'd Paul go? There he is.
There we are. Hey, Father Fish.
There you are. How are you?
I'm good. So my grandson and I set this up yesterday, and I got 6 Harlequin rasboras in there, just little ones. Yeah. But my question is, I don't want to go in there because every time I mess around and their plants come loose and stuff.
Yeah.
But these are starting to turn like see the color on the big green one?
Right.
Is that just what they do when you replant them, or?
Well, yeah, that's the rose sword. Let me see it again. Make sure I know what I'm looking at.
It's got the big oval green leaves, and the ones at the bottom
are a lot of red on it. Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good sign.
That's a good sign. This one in front is kind of doing it too.
Right. Yeah, a little bit. Right, it's coming up.
Okay.
That looks very healthy.
Good. That's what I wanted to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as our first one, I've had saltwater tanks and some other freshwater tanks, and my grandson is fish tank crazy. So,
oh, nice.
We stumbled across your stuff, and here we are.
Well, I'm glad you found us. That's great.
All right. So everything's looking good for day 1, I guess, and we'll check back in a little while later down the road.
All right. Yeah,
hey,
when should I?
Thank you. When should I put some leaves or something in here?
You can do that right away.
Like out of the resurrection jar, or just out of the ones laying in the yard?
Either way. Well, you want to start with a resurrection jar because you want to get some live culture in there.
Okay.
And then
the jars are only a couple of weeks old.
Then you can feed that with the dried leaves.
Okay. The jars are only a couple years old. There's a few odds and ends hopping around in there, but
okay, that'll be good. There's a lot more there than you can see.
So just put a little few leaves out of one of those jars in there.
Yeah, and do it routinely.
Okay.
Like every week, maybe twice a week.
And I can do that tonight if I want?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, we'll see how this goes. Stay tuned.
All right, Paul. Thank you.
Thank you.
You bet. Bye
Yep,
for now.
Yep. Merry Christmas.
Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, glory. Oh. Tammy Mulligan is excited to move her coolie loaches now. Figured out how to catch a coolie. It can be tricky because they're I'll tell you another fish I'm discovering. I got a bunch of discus. I got about 12.5 discus. 3.5 to 4 inch ones, so not real big. And I put them all in a 75, and I'm pulling them out now and putting them in other tanks. I've got them so far in three other tanks, and there will be more. And they're doing fine. But one of the things I discovered that I had forgotten if I ever knew it is that discus, for all of their sitting around looking beautiful, are darters and hiders.
Really?
World class. They will get into the tiniest little corner because they're flat.
Yeah.
And they'll get into a flat place where you can't find them. If the filter is up against the wall, they go right between the wall and the filter.
Oh, no.
I mean, they're amazing. If there's a little slit, they'll straight down that slit. And they'll stay hidden until you go away.
They're
so
smart.
I'm discovering I have to have a whole new. The big net is the only way to get them.
Yeah.
A little net, you'd never catch them.
Mm-hmm.
But with a big net, you can still kind of trap them. But they're a whole lot quicker than I remember discus ever being. Partly because normally when you keep discus, you're keeping them in pretty much a bare tank. Mm-hmm. But they are not at all happy in bare tanks. Mm-hmm. They want to be in a crowded, busy tank loaded with hardscape. These are fish, when they're in spawning mode, they go up when the floods come, and the floods go up onto the plains. They are climbing, those floods are climbing the trees. The trees are increasingly underwater, so that by the time the fish get up there, they're in the branches of the trees.
Wow.
And that's where the discus are. They're like birds.
Right.
They're spawning in the branches of trees, 20 feet above the ground. In the
wow.
In the flood season on the Amazon.
I never realized that's what they were doing. I knew they had a flood season in the Amazon, but I never thought of the fish spawning in the tree limbs.
Now, here's the curious thing. Different color. We don't. The discus we have these days don't look like wild discus. They just don't. Somebody about 15, 20 years ago, around the turn of the century, found one fish in a pond in Thailand where there were 1 million discus. Wow. It was a big discus farmer. And he saw one fish that was not like other fish. And he snagged it. And he brought it home and he grew it up and he crossbred it and did that a couple of generations. And out of that came all of the weird stuff that we have today. All of the blues and the reds and the yellows and the whites and the pigeon blood and the diamonds and all this other stuff. None of it looks anything like, or not much like, wild discus. So that's what we have. Now, that's not the way discus normally look. Discus normally have patterns on them. They have a lot of bars, a lot of patterns, and they are differently colored by virtue of where they are in the environment. So certain colors of discus will gravitate to certain kinds of trees. I don't know the kinds of trees, and I don't know the colors that they go to. I only know from my research that that's what the field researchers have discovered, that given species of tree, they can always find specific colors of discus.
That is so cool.
Even more than that, when they go down to the base of the tree, they're up in the branches with the discus. When they go down to the base of the tree, which may be somewhat hollowed out or rotted out, they'll find specific species of plecostomus that will be spawning at the base of those trees.
Wow.
Which means there are specific species of plecostomus that spawn with specific colors of discus. Who knew?
I would have never have thought of that. How did you find this out? That is so cool.
Well, it was a research paper done by some guys who spend all of their time on the floodplains of the Amazon.
That's pretty cool.
Diving among the fish. Stan Stankovich is here.
Wait, hello. How are you? Am I up and running?
Yes, you are. Hey,
well, here we
Stan.
go. All right, this is a 72-day-old tank.
72.
All right.
Okay, looks great.
Well, yeah, I've had a little lessons from somebody who's a little older and grayer than I am.
2 months. 2 months.
Yep. We've got two other things I want to show you, and I'm going to let you go.
What's that?
All right. I've been doing Father Fish stuff for a while. That is a balloon convict.
Hey.
And a very nice clown dwarf pleco. And up in the back should be black neons. And like I said, this is grown up. I have most of these plants I've had for a few years. But here's the secret for bettas and we'll call it dwarf fish, just little tiny microfish. Over the summer, I picked up some jars from Goodwill and stuff like that, little tea jars. All right, here we go.
Oh, that's cool.
Tea jars.
And let me turn the TV down because I'm getting a little bit of reverb. Anyway, so these tanks, these are little mini jars. All right, these are little mini jars.
I love this.
Isn't that cute?
All right. These are under $10 a piece when you buy them used. They're all glass. Look for them. These are all a combination of Father Fish, Lou, and Diane. And you know what I'm talking about. I'm literally telling you the easiest way to take care of mini tanks like this. This is my little lesson, old stanky lesson, is the drainage tank. Don't overfill the sand. And when you have to do like a little bit of water change, pop that son of a gun open
Oh, cool.
And drain 25% out. Sorry about the mess. I apologize. And the 10-gallon. That's about 40 days old.
Nice things.
Nice.
All right. There's only 3 things you got to remember. Well, 4 things you got to remember about tanks. Substrate, little deep or little less deep. Plants, wood, stone. That's what I've learned in the last 7 years.
Nice.
And oh, by the way, I've had 0 fish loss, moving from one place to another, adding fish. Stand corrected. I lost a guppy. Oh, and I gained 10. So
Right.
that being said, plants in the substrate, plants as an epiphyte, and plants on the surface. When you have all 3 of that going, it's way too easy.
Looking good, Stan.
And love you, love y'all. You know, I learned a lot from y'all. I appreciate that. And Father Fish, Lou, have a very happy holidays, and bless you and everything that you do for the community.
God bless.
Thank you.
Mercy.
I'll be right back. I think I might have a surprise for you guys. I'm going to try it and see if y'all ready for a surprise. Are you ready for a surprise?
Ready for a surprise. You bet.
Okay. I'll be right back.
NC is sorry. About what? I'll have to get back and find out. I was at the fish store. Black Moon Mermaid. Let's see. Let me get over here to YouTube. Pass out some wrenches. Black Moon Mermaid. That's a wrench. Who else? Anybody else pretty well covered? Tammy Milligan. Talking about learning how to move coolies. It is amazing, isn't it? Let's see. Christian B says Father Fish is worldwide. Oh, Swamp Beast lives in North Queensland. How nice. Questions about discus. Black Moon Mermaid. Let's entertain your questions. Kristen Barrett Mattern needs a wrench. At 60 likes, NC said he'll come up. How many likes have we got? We got 100 people here. 97 watching. 36, 37. Hit the like button down there. Ken Meyer, anybody currently keeping discus? Yes, I am keeping discus. I guess you got on before or after I mentioned that. I've got a group of discus right now. I've sold a few. I've got about, I don't know how many altogether, 16 or so, dozen and a half. I've got them in a couple of different tanks, all community tanks, larger tanks for the most part. don't have any in little tanks. Frank F is here. Hello, Frank. Happy to see you. Who else? Let's see. Okay, I got all the wrenches out. Dina's not back yet. There she is.
I figured out how to show my tanks on StreamYard. I just had to get my husband's phone and get the new phone set up.
All right.
So I'm gonna mute this and I'll mute this. Maybe that'll do it where it won't have any feedback.
I don't think you have any. Or you're not on yet.
Yep, coming on now. Let's see if this works. It should be in landscape mode.
Okay.
Yeah, we got it.
We do have feedback.
Do we have feedback?
It's tolerable.
How about now? Do we have feedback?
That's much better.
Awesome. Let me get this light turned on because the baby turtles are in here.
Oh my.
There he is. There he is.
No my. Look at that.
And this is a Father Fish 75-gallon paludarium set up for eastern musk turtles. And these little guys are really tiny.
He's about an inch long.
Yeah, he is very little. I don't see the other one out. I'll turn on the light a little bit more. No, we just got the one out right now, but I thought I saw him behind me, and I wanted to show you guys a surprise. And these turtles are loving the Father Fish tank. They are just loving it. I've got scuds for them to eat in there, and I've got lots of ram's horn snails. They are loving it.
Look at him hunting.
Oh, he is. They're little hunters. And they love live food. You can see he's just a hunting.
Sniffing around.
Oh, yeah. And actually, when he finds this little planaria, if I can get him over here to it, he'll actually eat that. But they're just little babies right now. They're still not very good at hunting, but they definitely give it a good try. Hopefully this is coming through clear.
Oh, it is.
There he goes. He's about to find the planaria. They're better at hunting the snails. They really love the snails. There he goes. He got something.
He sure did. He went away at it.
Oh, yeah. Looks like he may have got a snail in his mouth. But everyone's been asking about the turtles every week, and I finally figured out a way to get it where you guys can see them.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, they're non-stop hunting. That one, it doesn't come out very often. It likes to hide in all of these plants.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they just love to hide. And sadly, they're not big enough yet to climb up on the sandbar, which I've got more work to do with that.
Right.
But that's the little turtles. If you want, I can show off some more of my tanks, or I can go ahead and let somebody else come up. It's up to you.
Well, nobody else is here. Let's look and see what else you got.
All right. Well, this is my green water guppy tank for baby guppies, but as you can see, my baby guppies have grown a lot. So I think they're already producing more baby guppies in the baby guppy tank.
Like, doesn't it?
Yeah. But I love the green water because it makes it so easy to feed the little fry. Then we've got my rice fish tank. I've got 6 of those in there. Those are from LRB Aquatics. My husband surprised me with these, and it took forever for me to get a tank set up just for them.
Did you go over and pick them up?
No, actually, he lives about 3 hours from me, so I just got him to ship them.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to go out and pick them up, but it's been busy season for my husband, and he didn't want me driving that far alone. So,
Yeah. Half a day.
right. But I'm loving these rice fish, and they've actually already produced fry for me. The
Oh
fry you got,
wow. Oh, that's so cool.
that's their fry.
Oh, how nice. Wow.
And then this is my main tank. And it's a community tank with a lot of glare right now because of how much lights I have going for live stream. But these are my friend Caitlin's fish that she gave me. See if I can get them to come to the front. There you go. Got diamond tetras, ember tetras, cory cats, coolie loaches, shrimp. Pretty much got a little bit of everything in this tank. Green neons. Trying to see if we could find a coolie loach, but I don't think they're going to be out. And of course, lots of guppies.
Right. Nice.
And let's see, I've got one more I can show, which I need to do some work on, but that's just my Scuds bucket. But my betta sorority, courtesy of Christian B.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they're juveniles right now, but I'm hoping to breed them once they get older.
Nice.
And let's see, I think I've got one more I can show you. Let's see. Don't know if he's going to come out. This is my little red betta. Come on. Yeah, there he is.
Huh.
Yeah, he's in a resurrection jar, so.
Okay.
And then one more that I'm working on, which is my white betta fish. This tank, I've got a lot of work to do with it. I want to pull out all that hair algae. Where is he? I know he's in here because I just saw him this morning. Well, he may not come out. This is my first fish tank that I've gotten, and I need to go through
There
and
he is.
remodel it. Yeah, that pink betta is so beautiful. Look at him. Well, that's the surprises that I had for you guys. I've only got one more tank I can show off if you want to see it, and that's the one in the living room.
Sure.
Okie dokie. It'll take me a second to get there. Yeah, this is the first one that I set up, and that's what made me fall in love with your method. Need to pull out some duckweed, of course. Oh, might have reverberation. I don't know. Need to pull out some duckweed, of course. Got lots of guppies. Lots of guppies. And a lot of hornwort. Still need to do a little bit of work on this tank. I need to add a little bit more sand to it because you can tell it's got a nice thick moam layer.
It certainly does.
I mean, a nice thick moam layer. I started to go ahead and cap it with sand, but I noticed how there's little tiny worms in here that my fish like to eat.
Oh, yeah.
So I've been meaning to ask you, is it okay if I just leave it like this since the fish seem to enjoy
Absolutely.
it?
If it doesn't bother you, it ain't bothering anything else.
That was kind of my thought, and they seem to enjoy it, and I honestly don't mind the look of it. And that's going to be my breeder guppy right there, that one with the little fire tail.
There's some pretty guppies in there.
Thank you. Yeah, this is going to be my guppy breeding station pretty much.
Right.
So well, I guess I'm going to log off of here and get back in there with you.
Looking good. Let's see. I got her back momentarily. NC is here. Wait till Dina gets back. We'll bring NC up. She got quite the little fish room going there.
Guess who's here?
Hey, NC.
Hey. Are we gonna have an auction today?
I don't know.
Okay. Because if we do, can I come up and help? You know, like Corey did last time.
Oh dear.
Is that okay?
I don't know. Let me think about it a little bit.
All right. Well, here it is. Ta-da!
Looks great.
I love it.
Nice.
It's really nice. I love this crypt.
Yeah.
One.
But so Stan, I was busy at the pet store because the pet store was actually closing up. That's my dad. The pet store that I'm going at is actually getting rid of all their fish because they're closing up, sadly.
Oh no.
Oh, that's sad.
Why? Because the owner told me he wants to go into cars and he doesn't want to do fish anymore.
Oh.
Wow.
So, ta-da!
You'll be getting a bunch of
So you're inheriting a bunch of stuff, huh?
Yes, and this is the same guy that got me my first ever Pleco group.
Wow.
And guess what I got here?
Don't know.
A bunch of Plecos.
Look at that.
A bunch of new green dragon Plecos. That's the
Oh,
male.
how wonderful.
Ooh.
And those are all the females.
Wonderful.
So actually I had another batch in here, but he kicked out the eggs. So I have the eggs in here. You guys get to see the eggs.
Oh, cool.
I turned off the lights because I didn't want them to fungus up.
Mm-hmm.
I see them.
Yeah, me too.
Wow.
Yeah, but in here we got the fry.
Viable. Yeah.
Those are the fry in the corner of the tank.
Yep, I see them.
And then down here we have a bit more fry.
That's so cool.
This one's newly born. You can see the yolk sac.
That's a little tiny one.
Yeah. And the snails are doing good.
Hey, that's good to hear.
Planet shrimp tank. I love it. This is one of my favorites.
That's a beautiful setup too.
Yeah, it's a nice crypt in the front there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, the crypt has grown. It was like this small when I put it in my. I made a video about it. If you guys want to check that out, it's called the Aquascape.
Oh, cool.
And I did all that. I also got this thing from the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
so that I can age my water.
Nice.
That's cool.
And yeah, that's basically the whole fish room. These two are empty. I need to clear them out. Those are where the albinos were that I sent to you.
Okay.
But those are with you now.
Right.
We got a few microworm cultures up here.
Looking good.
This one's doing really well. I don't know if you guys can see the worms though.
Oh yeah.
It's
yeah,
like
we
little
can
tiny spots. Focus, please. But this one's the best one I'm doing. The best doing one.
Oh, that's cool.
There we go. It's focusing now.
How do you remove the worms?
I open it, I take my finger and go about the edge and just dip it in the water.
That works real well. You can get a little paintbrush.
Yes.
A paintbrush works real well too.
You want me to feed them right now?
Sure.
That'd be cool.
Let's do it. It's going to be a bit struggling, but I'll just place it on the tank, like right there. Open this up. What I do is I just take my finger and just go around the edges.
Right.
And then I dip it in the tank.
Oh, that's cool. They're coming right to you.
There they go.
Hard to beat.
All the little goodieds. This female's definitely pregnant.
Oh, yeah.
But she won't lay for me for some weird reason.
They can take a while.
Yeah. All right, well, I'll let you guys go to it. And if there's an auction, I would love to join you guys.
All righty, NC. Good to see you. Bye for now.
Bye.
Cute.
Mhm.
So that's funny. That shop that he's been showing us
Yeah.
is going out of business.
Yeah, it is.
Hunches, it wasn't doing much. There may simply be too much competition. I mean, what I'm doing is not really different, but I don't have any competition. I'm the only shop in 50 miles in any direction.
Wow.
And further, that's 50 miles. The closest one is 50 miles north of me. South is over 100 miles. East is over 2,000 miles
Wow.
because I'm right on the ocean.
Well, yeah.
And west is about 75, maybe 90 miles. Corey Atkins is here. Hey, Corey.
Figured I'd pop on real quick.
There he is. Look at this.
Nothing new.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. How was your afternoon?
Let's see. Well, remember the guy whose tank we went to look at, decided not to buy?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he was in. And
Get a disc.
he paid for them. He's going to pick them up Tuesday.
Nice.
But he bought the blue diamonds.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he liked them, so
Yeah, they're
that's
both
fair
small.
enough.
We got to catch them now. I think I'm going to have to take the pot and the rock out and the sponges out to catch them. They have
Probably.
let me get close to the net with them.
They can sense it.
Yeah, so he'll be in Tuesday. Tuesday we'll catch him and bag him and get him ready for him. Looking good. Oh, look at the babies.
Oh, that's so cute.
Ah,
How many?
nice.
They're finally let go of the leaves.
Yep.
Nice. Well, they're swimming around. Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
And they're in a community tank. Look at this. Look at the interest in the babies.
Yeah, they're wanting to eat those babies.
Oh, you bet.
I'm surprised
Everybody
that they haven't eaten them
got
yet.
their noses in that direction.
Mm-hmm. I'm so amazed that the two parents have got them just perfectly protected.
Look how corralled all the other fish are. They're like, nope, no, thank you.
Nobody near them. The discus seems most interested.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. They're getting pretty big. I mean, it's kind
Wow.
of hard to see, but
Yeah, they are.
I
What's
love
I
up?
set
the
it
color of your
up
discus.
yesterday. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I
What
was
do you-
gonna put I'm gonna put the babies in it,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
and then just pew, same old, same old. Same old 75 sitting here waiting to get set up. Sorry, bud. Just it's a process.
That it is. I know the
Right.
feeling.
Yeah.
I've got 3 tanks that I'm wanting to set
That's
up,
fun.
just figuring out where to set them up.
Yeah, I've got all the space I need. It's just at this point it's just a matter of finding the time.
Ain't that the truth?
This tank is let's see, today this is week 3. This is 3 weeks old.
That is so cool.
Everybody's happy.
That
And
they
again,
are.
everything you see is Father Fish plants, fatherfish.fish.
Yeah.
All of them, everything,
whole thing.
literally everything, even the botanicals.
Right.
There's some cool botanicals.
Yeah, I should have tried to get a lot more. I need to get hold of the company that was selling them, and I need to contact. Keep forgetting to do that.
I had to
Contact
get,
the
yeah.
guys who ran that show to get the name of the company that was selling it. Have them ship me 50 pounds of botanicals.
That would be cool.
There it is. Well, that's what I got so far. It's about half of it. It's about half done.
Nice.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
it's getting there.
I love your
It is a
picture.
process. It is a
Indeed.
process. But
Indeed.
another person is going to thank you because it's all thanks to you, Lou. So without you, probably I wouldn't have been able to do this because you can't physically get these plants or the fish or really anything else around here. So thank you.
Yeah, true enough.
Yeah. So
You betcha. Nice.
yeah, not too shabby. Not too shabby.
Looking
And
good.
everyone's happy. The fish are happy. They obviously love everything that's going on in there. So, and that's the most important thing.
Right.
They don't have to be tolerant. They can flourish, and they flourish in these environments. And you've made it so easy. You just spent your whole life just making all this possible so we can just sit back and just do a couple things and end up with this after just a few weeks and go, oh yeah, I've been doing this my whole life.
Right?
Right.
Yeah, it's like pretty much the only thing I need to do is top off my tank and then remove duckweed, of course.
Right.
I mean, I don't really do anything to these. Occasionally I'll, clean the hang on the backs, and just, clean the algae off the glass. But I guess I'm spoiled at this point. They're to the point where they just do what they want to do, and everything that they want to do is good and positive. So I don't discourage that. I encourage it.
Absolutely.
And they keep squirting out little babies all the time, so that's usually a good sign.
Look at them. Yeah.
Mhm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. That's it.
Those.
Same old, same old. Nothing new to report. Well, I guess that, but meh, it is what it is.
Thanks, Corey.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks.
you, guys.
See you in the
Yep.
morning.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Yeah, it is.
Hey.
I've got a little visitor back here right now. Loki decided to come interrupt the live stream.
Funny. Let's
Yeah,
see. I need Rude Boys KX Comp is super happy.
Mhm.
And he says, Happy Sunday. Let's give him a wrench. See how much trouble he can get into before he gets shut down.
Right. You're looking for
Caring for animals. A glowfish killed an angel. Do I know why that might have happened? Not even a clue.
Mm-mm.
Not
Like
even a clue. I
sounds
don't
like
think I have any green bettas. They're pretty uncommon.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a few. I've never had a lot of them. I'm pretty sure I don't have any right now. I do have some remarkable ones that I got from Christian. I mean, really remarkable. I think there's a shipment coming from him.
Oh, cool. Yeah, he's got some really nice bettas.
Let's see. else? Time is at 7:25. We got half an hour. Green alien betta.
Oh, those are pretty.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful fish.
Black Moon Mermaid moved from Florida to Sweden. Went
Wow.
from 30 tanks to one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Sweden has fish stores.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, some of the best breeding going on in the world is happening in Poland and where else? Parts of Czechoslovakia.
That's cool.
Poland for sure. And they're delivering by truck throughout Europe every day of the week.
Wow.
Oh, okay. The store that's closed down is not the same one it should have been.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. I'm glad to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Platin rummy nose. Platin rummy nose. Have I seen platin rummy nose?
I haven't.
I don't think I have.
Mm-mm.
Now, I'll be on the lookout. If they're available, I have a supplier who carries everything that's available.
Mm-hmm.
So I will be on the lookout. I'm sure I'll get an order in this week. Getting tanks for cheap. I really want to take up some discus. I'm probably not going to ship discus until the spring. I just don't want to do it in the winter.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Sailor Red. Expecting plants tomorrow. Wonder if
Hey,
you
that's
ship the plants tomorrow. Yeah, they were shipped when I think. Yeah, we shipped Friday, so they should be there Monday. I think.
Yeah, that sounds right. Either Monday or Tuesday.
Oh, Christian's gonna ship tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
Nice. That'll be good because that'll get him midweek.
Mm-hmm.
Did I send him? Did I send you an overnight sticker? I don't remember. I think I did. I
Don't
think I
know.
did. I don't remember.
Black Moon Mermaid asked, do you have any advice for keeping crystal shrimp?
Keeping what?
Crystal shrimp. I haven't seen crystal shrimp yet.
Yeah, I don't keep them. They need to be in soft acid water.
Oh, gotcha.
That's what I think she's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Caradina.
Hmm. Yeah, I only keep the Nero Caradina.
It's a red and white.
Oh, I have
It's too cold to ship plants in New Hampshire. No, not a problem shipping plants. I will probably not ship in February simply because it'll be freezing everywhere.
Right.
I probably will ship south. I just won't ship north or west. I will ship up to New York, Pennsylvania, Ohio, and then south, but probably not Michigan and certainly not out west.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
in February. It's not worth the risk. I'd be replacing half of what I shipped.
Mm-hmm.
So for that month, we'll hold orders until probably March. Um, right now, it's not a problem. But keep in mind that with Christmas coming, that slows things down
Mm-hmm.
until about the first of the year. January is generally pretty good. February, I think we did ship last February and really did not have much trouble. Plants are a lot more forgiving because they can tolerate cold. They just cannot tolerate freezing. But they can take the cold right down to freezing. Brandon Dunphy. Let me read it again. Dunphy.
Mm-hmm.
Cap Neocaridina. Yeah, I do. That's all I keep is Neocaridina.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, I don't have any Caridina.
Yeah, I love the Neocaridina shrimp. I have a bunch of those in several tanks.
Yeah, I sell. In fact, I sell Neocaridina.
Mm-hmm.
I got a pretty good price on them. They're 5 for 20, I think.
That is a good deal.
I think we'll be. If, you know, I don't know if you have heat packs. Um, Anybody, by the way, while I'm thinking about it,
Mm-hmm.
anybody who has fish that you would like to trade out for plants or other products that I have, I'm happy to do that. And I will pay for shipping. I will even send you the box with a heat pack if you need it. And I'll also send you a label.
That'd be
Just let me know if you're interested by email. You can go on to Shopify and email me that way.
Mhm.
Or you can go on Discord and contact me by DM, by direct message. But I am interested in what people are breeding and what they're raising, and would very much like to be able to include your fish in my shop as a way of being able to demonstrate the importance of hobbyists to maintaining a retail fish business.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what kind of fish you're going to be getting, because there's a lot of people in the Discord show and the Facebook show with some interesting fish, and a lot of
Yeah,
people that's
there are.
regular here.
Yeah. Randy Koch has rare live breeders. That's something I'm very interested in, Randy.
Same
If you
here.
want to do some training, and if you're in a position where you really need cash for your fish, do contact me. I do occasionally do that. And she's asking Brenda if she's got. Is Brenda here?
I don't think she's here.
Yes,
I have.
she is. She said hello at 7:31.
Oh, she did? I missed her.
Yeah, she never announces herself when she comes in, so I never know whether she's here
Yeah.
or not. Have I ever bred pygmy sunfish? Yes, I have, and I don't have. I'm having a hard time getting them. I have bred them. They're wonderful fish, amazing little fish. And I'm realizing that I may have to take a trip to Florida to collect them and bring them back. I'm just having an enormously difficult time getting them. Nobody wants to go collect them for me. Brenda says, I don't know if we're having an auction. I don't think we're having an auction tonight.
Well, That'd be all right.
NC wants to come up and help. Wednesday, we'll do it Wednesday, NC. We'll do it Wednesday. Brandon wants to know if you have a YouTube channel, Dina.
Yeah. Yes, I do. Got it linked in the
Oh,
comments.
good. There it is. Right. Yeah, get over there and subscribe to Brenda's channel. We haven't got her to 1,000 yet. She's kind of stuck in the high 700s. That's,
Yep.
we need to make a push to get her to 1,000.
Yeah, that'd be great, guys. Thanks.
Yeah, she's busy online. She posts a lot of shorts and they're really cute.
Thanks.
A lot of really fun stuff.
Yeah, everything from fish to chickens. So a little bit of homesteading and a little bit of fish tanks.
A lot of homesteading stuff.
Yeah.
And then just farm stuff.
Yeah.
And nature stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I've always
And
loved
how-to
nature.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got a little bit of everything.
Lots of very cool things. Bucket Ponds. Who is Bucket Ponds?
Oh, that's actually one of my friends online. That's cool. I didn't know he was in the stream.
He's not. I'm looking on your channel.
Oh, yeah. We started YouTube around the same
Apparently,
time.
I am subscribed to him.
Really? Well, that's cool.
Apparently.
Yeah, he does a lot of interesting stuff. He lives in Georgia, just goes out into the woods, collects stuff, builds different ponds in his yard, sometimes with just a bucket. I told him to check out your channel because he's really big into the resurrection jars.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Neat.
And it looks like my camera has frozen on my end. I don't know if it's frozen to everybody else.
Oh, let's see. What are we doing here? Where am I? Black Moon Mermaid is off doing her thing. Go for it, Black Moon.
Yeah. I'm not sure how to fix the camera being frozen. Some people on my stream saying, yeah, it's frozen.
Let's see. Yes, it is.
It would pick a perfect moment.
Go up and come back.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Oh my. I need to get some new shirts. I need to talk to Dina about getting new shirts. Rude Boys. There she is. There you go. Solved that little problem.
That's it. That was funny though. My face when it froze. That was hilarious.
Funny. Let's see. Caring for animals. We did that. Let's get down to the bottom here. Oh.
That's
Colorful rocks are causing issues with water parameters. It's probably because the coloration is not natural. It's probably some kind of dye.
Yeah. And
colored gravel, is that what it is? Cornwall is here. Hey, Cornwall. There's Christian B.
Hey.
Hey, y'all. I just wanted to show you the better grow out tank one more time before I try to pull all these guys out in the morning.
Oh, my.
Cool.
I'm really looking forward to trying to get a net in there.
Yeah, I'll bet. It is loaded, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I'm planning out some stuff tomorrow after I get the fish bagged up. I was wondering if you'd be interested in some of these floaters.
Yeah, what do you have?
American frog bit.
Yeah, I'm all out of frog bit.
Yeah, this is not like South American frog bit. It's the American frog bit. It grows pretty big.
Oh, that's
Okay,
cool.
yeah. Yeah, frog bit would be good. I don't have any.
Yeah, I didn't know there was different types. That's pretty cool. Now I'm curious what type I've got.
And I wasn't sure, how do I package that?
Just in no water. Just put it in a bag. And I usually staple them. But
Okay.
it doesn't matter. You can fold it over.
Leave a little air in the bag.
Oh, yeah, it's not, doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's not critical. I've gotten them flat as a pancake, and they do fine.
Well, I don't want to throw nothing out, so it's too
It's overnight. Yeah, it's overnight shipping, so they're going to be fine. Won't be a problem.
And I'll add in some Vallisneria too.
Oh, that sounds good. Always use Val. We sell more Val than anything.
It's so dark in the tank you can't hardly see the fish because
Oh, really?
everything's
Yeah.
open.
That's a nice batch of fish. It'd be real good to have some more normal bettas.
How
Yeah.
many bettas are in there?
Oh, I couldn't count them all.
It could
There's
be 100.
things.
Make sure you send me a list of what you're looking for.
Yeah, I will. I'm not in a big hurry for anything right now.
Okay.
I'll let you know. But my main concern is just to kind of get this tank empty because I've got another group to go in there after
What,
these.
you got severum in there?
I got two or three severums that are about 5 months old.
Yeah, they're getting a little size on them too, aren't they?
Yeah. And then I've got these down here.
Oh my word.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are they green? What are they, greens?
Yeah, they're green severums. Those are the one I was going to put 20 in a bag for you.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, I want some of them for sure.
They're only 3 months old. They're still kind of small, but I think that's because they're so crowded in this tank.
Yeah, yeah, probably.
Don't have anywhere else to put them.
Oh, that's cool. You'll love to get them.
And this is the mother of my next batch of bettas.
Oh,
she's pretty.
Oh,
I love the colors on her. She looks red, white, and blue on the screen. Is she?
is. Yeah.
Is her tail's still a little picked up from the breeding process.
Got 4 colors on them. You see it?
That is so cool.
And then her brood's right down here.
Oh,
Oh my.
that's a lot of babies.
Yeah, there's quite a few in there.
Look at that. Nice. What are you feeding them?
These right now they've just got big enough for baby brine shrimp. I've been feeding them micro worms.
Okay.
And then this is my guppy tank.
Oh, those are some pretty guppies.
Yeah, I've got a few babies in there, but they're staying hid right now.
Oh, they will.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just wanted to let you see how overgrown this tank, and I heard people talking about Vallisneria and how fast it grows.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see let them see what happens if you let it continue to grow.
Exactly.
Start pulling it.
That's it. Right.
2 big lights on this tank, and not hardly anything's getting through.
Press all that frog bit and all the roots from it.
Yeah. I got to pull that out. And you see this vine right here?
Yeah.
That's a wild plant that I got out of a pond in North Florida in the Panhandle.
Really?
And it was all red in the pond. And I looked it up online, and the closest thing I can find to it is called Juncus repens.
Repens, yes. Yeah.
But I put it here, and it's growing pretty good.
Nice.
And the stems, see, all come from you.
Ah. Looking good.
But anyway, I'll be packing up and shipping out tomorrow.
Looking forward to it.
I finally got my heat packs in, so.
Oh, good. Okay.
They're 40 packs. Hope they last.
Very good.
All right. Well, I'll get off here and let somebody else come up.
Thank you so much, Christian.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
His betta tanks are amazing.
Really?
I love his tank. And it's so funny. Everybody used to always tell me at most of fish stores around here that you can't keep more than one betta in a tank. And then he proves them wrong. He's like, yeah, here's all the bettas in one tank.
Right. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What else is going on here? Redina Winsberry. I have some rocks with holes I got years ago from the ocean. How should I prep them? And will they change my parameters? Probably they will add carbonates to your water because they probably are calcium or a fossilized calcium. They may well be fossilized coral, in which case they'll be limestone, or will have otherwise lime in them, or calcium. But in either case, the best way to use them in your tank is to put them in the water. Put them in the tank. You don't need to do anything at all to them. Put them in the tank. If you're concerned that they might leach out something, put them in a bucket for a month or so and see what happens. But typically anything coming out of the ocean is 100% safe in your fish tank. It's not going to have enough salt in it to change the water chemistry. It will be thoroughly leached out by virtue of being in the ocean for an extended period of time. It will not have anything on it that is at all dangerous. That will have all been purged eons before. It's absolutely perfect. Anything you get, for that matter, out of a stream, you can put directly into your tank. And ought best do that because it will have growing on it all of the life that has grown up and is surviving on that piece of hardscape, which will add immeasurably to the biology of your aquarium. So it's highly beneficial if it has any kind of living matter on it at all. The worst thing you can possibly do to material like that is boil it. That you may as well crush it and throw it on the sidewalk because it will have no more value than that, if that. Boiling is the worst thing you can possibly do to anything with living matter on it. If it's alive, consider it beneficial. And if it's not, it'll stink. So
Right?
why would you put something stinky in your tank? I mean, it takes the level of common sense possessed by the average 5-year-old to be able to keep a healthy aquarium. I made the comment in a recent video that 5-year-olds have less trouble keeping systems than 50-year-olds because they haven't learned all the wrong things to do, and they do what seems natural and right. Because what is natural and right to do is what is best to do.
That's true.
So follow your 5-year-old as you set up your tank, and all will be well.
Love it.
Unless you've taught them that things that anything alive stinks. So, and if you have, shame on you.
Right.
Collecting botanicals today, looking
Oh,
for hickory nut hulls. I have bags of them. I will ship you a bunch of them. I do have hickory shell, and it is quite a nice shell. Make a note of that, somebody. Brenda, make a note of that. To see, she's talking to somebody in there. I can hear her voice. Make it a Brenda. Brenda. Listen to me, Brenda. She's just talking away. I'm gonna make a note to Brenda.
Okay.
She won't hear me. Brenda. Send Christian hickory. Hear her? You hear me. Good. She hears me. Swamp based. Had to convert liters to gallons. I have a 20 gallon, 65 liter, and a 10 gallon, 40 liter. I say, how do you do that?
No idea.
How do you do if 20 gallons is 65 liters, then 10 gallons should be 32 and a half liters, not 40 liters. Right? I mean, half of 65,
Mm-hmm.
if 20 gallons is 65 liters, then 10 gallons is half of 65, which according to Swamp Beast is 40.
Mm-hmm.
That may be why you're having a problem.
Mm-hmm.
If you're having a problem. Funny. Over conversation, says Sally. Breeder, what is this, Beto? What's he talking about?
Yeah.
32.5, right.
Yeah, Beto Great Lakes, he's asking, what about fish that aren't regularly sold in the hobby and come from a wild strain? Can they handle a Father Fish method aquarium?
Better than, well, that's what they're coming out of.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're coming out of. Why would they not be able to handle what they have been living in all their lives?
Exactly.
Think about what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
And then realize that what you're saying is not based on any understanding of what we're doing.
And he's got another comment. Let's say the breeder has been keeping them in a completely different setup for, say, 10 years.
Okay, so this is who is this?
Beto Great Lakes.
Beto Great Lakes. Beto Great Lakes.
Mm-hmm.
Then the fish will be happy to finally be in a home they're comfortable in.
Yeah, it replicates nature. He says that the breeder told him he wouldn't be able to handle those conditions. Yeah,
What?
that's where they come from. Yeah, he says the breeder told him that they won't be able to handle those conditions.
I see. The breeder is locked into a system that they are frankly locked into and are not willing to consider options. And probably because they don't trust their ability to keep fish in anything other than that very narrow range of parameters.
See, I would be curious to know what type of fish is it Beto Great Lakes, because he says they currently have heavy filtration. So I'm just curious what breed they are. What type?
Well, for one thing, they're going to be cold water fish. So they're not going to be able to survive much in a heated tank with 85 degrees water in it, or 82 degrees or anything much above 70 degrees. We're not dealing much in cold water fish. You're talking about cold water fish. You're talking about fish that survive in water down into the 30s. We don't keep any fish that will survive in water that cold. Absolutely none. So you're talking about a completely different ecosphere of animals. Now, having said that, a tank with cold water that has dirt on the bottom and a layer of sand, and whatever plants are going to survive in that cold water, is not an environment that is foreign to any living thing living in any natural environment. So the issue is, what we're suggesting is that you keep fish in environments that are utterly and absolutely and completely normal, not abnormal, like bare tanks or gravel tanks or tanks where the water is being changed every 3 or 4 days, every week, whatever. Tanks that actually replicate the natural environment. Filtration, heavy filtration is a water in a natural aquarium is extremely heavily filtered by the substrate, by the natural conditions of the water. Water in a lake, in a creek, in a stream is extremely highly filtered water because it is flowing through a filter medium on a continuing basis. Just like in the tank behind me that has sand in the bottom of it and a sponge filter or two that are circulating the water. As the water circulates, it percolates through the sand. It does it slowly enough to entrap all of the particulate matter and all of the biological material that's in the water. So the discoloration you see is essentially the dye, the color from the wood and the other vegetable material, namely peat moss, that are in that tank. That's a discoloration of the water, not based on any particulate matter, but based on essentially a dye that is part of the natural color of the material that is in the water. So it's highly filtered. You don't filter out color. You use other means to change color. You do a chemical fix to remove color. Carbon will remove color because it absorbs it. Sarah Montgomery, Central Florida, near Daytona, wanting to collect pygmy sunfish. Near Daytona. Head inland about 10 to 20 miles, 30 miles, and start looking at roadside ditches. Get a fine mesh net, a small one, big one, whatever you can. The one behind me is the one I use. You can use a smaller one. When you get to that ditch, you want to look for a ditch that has plants growing in it that are growing right up to and out of the water. Typically, it's baby tears or grow in Florida or growing right up to the edge, or bacopa is another one. Bacopa is also doing the same thing. Set the net down about 8 inches out into the water and then splash the water between the net and the bank. The pygmy sunfish, the yellow soma, will be in ½ inch to 1 inch of water. They'll be spawning in that. When you splash it, they will dart to deeper water right into the net. That's how you catch them. That's the easy way to catch them. The hard way is to push a net through the grass. And you almost never get them that way. It may be full of them, and you'll be lucky to get one. But doing what I'm suggesting, you'll be guaranteed to get them if they're there. Just look for that kind of environment. And then while you're there, collect the plants, collect a little mud, get some of the detritus, some of the broken down vegetable material like leaves that are there, and even water. Collect water from there. Bring that all back and set the tank up with that material, and you'll have babies in there in no time. You want to feed microfauna. The best way to do that is to bring it back with you. That's what they're eating. And then you can feed that with tree leaves that break down quickly, preferably. Good luck, Sarah. It's easy to do. They're really pretty easy to find. You just have to look. And those are the kinds of places you will find them. And they're not far from you. You might be shocked to learn what place they are. But they're not simple to catch. It takes a technique to catch them. Oh, he says they can get them, Christian Day. We're going to send some anyway. There is ultimately a way to deal with the duckweed. Take it out and then put a goldfish in, or something else that eats it. There are other fish that'll eat the duckweed. You need something in there that's going to eat it, but you need it down at a level where they're going to eat what's left. Because if it's covered, they'll never be able to eat it all. You get as much out as you can, and then depend on that little fish or whatever it is to clean up the rest of it. And you will win the war. How are we doing time-wise here? We are at the witching hour, boys and girls.
Yeah.
Can you bring the song up, Dina?
Yes, I can. Take just a sec.
Mercy. Thank you all. This has been great fun. Nice.
Yes, thank you.
You got it? You got it? You got it?
Almost got
She's
it.
a lot quicker than I am.
I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. When the sunlight shines upon them,
So good night, you all.
and their
Happy to
colors
be with
begin
you.
to glow.
Love you all.
And draw
Love y'all.
into a
Bye for now.
where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I have traveled the world over, but never found a peace that comes from watching my fishies as they swim about their home. My heart is happy and I am content to sit and watch them swim. I will not be alone while these fishies are in my home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home.